Hello everyone, welcome to the day 3 of object-oriented programming with Java for beginners. So this is a very important day in this playlist because today we'll discuss about one of the most vital topics in OOPS. This is not only for Java OOPS, this is also for Python, also for C++ OOPS. I mean also for the languages which support OOPS. So constructor basically means it is a method which is invoked automatically, which is called automatically when a new object is created from a class. So this is the main concept of constructor, and by the name you can have an idea that it is dealing with constructing something, right? So this is the way you can think that it initializes the value of the properties. I mean the value of the variables in a class. It is associated with initializing the values, and we'll see how to implement this in a code. We'll check how it initializes and whether it initializes or not. We'll check this also. So first of all, here is it's a boilerplate code of our Java code, and this is a class which I have created. The class student, it has age, integer variable age, string variable name, a setter function for setting the age, and a getter function for printing the age like this. The setter getter concept I have discussed in the previous video. You can check it out. Now we will see the concept of constructor. Okay. Now, okay, let's remove this line. And this is the code of creating a new object from a class, which I have discussed already. This is the syntax. First of all, you have to write the class name, then object name, then the new keyword, and again the class name with a parenthesis. Okay, now let's forget this. Okay, so now student a class name with a parenthesis. So this second one, it is not just a class name. This is a method. How can you understand this is a method? By seeing the parenthesis in this line, parenthesis with the student. So it's obviously a method or function. So this function or this method is called the constructor. And from this line, you can obviously understand that without constructor, an object cannot be created. And this is the constructor. There are multiple ways of implementing constructor, and in this class, under this student class, we haven't declared or defined a type of constructor. So these student, you can say it's like a default constructor. I mean, when you are declaring or defining nothing with a constructor, then Java automatically defines a constructor, which is default constructor, and it is associated with initializing the values of the variables with the in the class. How to check? Okay, you can simply print to like system.out.println, and you can simply print the age. Okay, let's see what happened, and in you can see that we haven't assigned any values to the age. Age, oh sorry, this is s1.age. We have to use the dot operator. S1.h, and if we run the code, then uh, can see that it is 0 because we have assigned nothing to it. So automatically it is initialized with 0. Why? Because this is an integer variable. So what for the string? For the string, let's see. For the string, it is null. And similarly for the boolean, it is false. For the float, it is 0.00 like this. So this is uh, responsible for initializing the variable values. So this is about the default constructor. Now there are also three types of constructor, which are parameterized constructor, non-parameterized constructor, and copy constructor. Now the copy constructor is a little bit different from others. It has a quite complex syntax. We'll discuss in the next video. But for today, we'll discuss only two types of constructor rather than you can say three types of, including default constructor, which I have declared, which I have discussed already. The other two types are parameterized and non-parameterized. First come to parameterized constructor. Okay, first come to non-parameterized constructor. Okay. Now there are some certain rules for declaring or defining a constructor. The rules are that the name of the constructor must be same as the class name. And which class? This is not the class which we are referring, but the class we are referring to the student. I mean the class of the constructor. So the class of the constructor means we are creating the constructor of which class? We are creating the constructor of student class. So the name of the constructor will be also student. We write this student, and the case will be also same because it's a case sensitive. Java is case sensitive. Now student, and after it we will keep a parenthesis because constructor is a method, and for a method or for a function we will have the parenthesis. Now for the definition, we have the curly braces, and under the curly braces, we define the function. Okay, but the next rule, which is this constructor doesn't have any return time. So we cannot write this void student or int student like this. It doesn't return anything. And the third rule is constructor is called one time. Now let's define this student like any type of statement you can put it here like constructor called. We can put the statement constructor called, and if we run, then we can see okay constructor. Okay, sorry, uh, mm, you can see that constructor called, and null means the base one dot name. And from the order of the output is very clear too that at first the constructor output will be shown to us because okay, consider constructor called. At first, we are seeing constructor called. Why? Because constructor is invoked automatically at the creation time of an object. Creation time of an object. So when it's being created, then we are seeing constructor called, and after it will execute the otherwise, like whatever it can be. Like here is s1 dot name, so it gives us the s1 dot name. So this is you can say a non-parameterized constructor. Non-parameterized constructor. Now we'll come to the next constructor, which is student and parameterized. I mean, under this parenthesis, we have some parameter. Suppose it is int. You can give it anything. Okay, we're taking int age here, and you can obviously use another variable name. I prefer using same variable name by showing the importance of this keyword. This makes our code more compact. And okay, let's treat this constructor as a setter function. How? Because when we pass the student, pass any parameter under the student, then this dot age means the class variable age. I mean this one. So this age will be assigned to this age, and the second age is this parameter. So when we are passing suppose 30 and we are printing s1 dot age, s1 dot age, then the age, I mean the second age, which is 30, 30 will be assigned to this dot age, and this dot age means the class variable age. And if we print s1 dot age, it will give us 30. Let's check it out, and this is 30. So this is how we treat our constructor as a setter function. But this is not preferred. We should create another function for setting the value like this. So obviously we can implement like another way. Suppose this is string name, and we can print a message like system.out.print and welcome. Welcome. Next the name. And now this will not work because Previously it was integer, now it is a param, it is a string. So if we pass the value ram, welcome ram. Like this constructor works, and this is a parameterized constructor. So if you are from C++ object-oriented programming background, you must have some idea about this constructor. Now the constructor definition, the fundamentals of constructor in these both languages obviously same. Some syntax is different, some mechanism is different, but the main concept is same. But if you are eager to go with Java, you have to learn Java, then obviously you must learn the concepts of constructor, the implementation, the types of constructor in Java. Okay, so this is how constructor works in Java, and without constructor, you cannot create an object in Java. Okay, I think you all understood today's video. If you have any problem, please write in the comment section. Thank you. Stay tuned for the next video.